NFC North matchup, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The ball on the tee. We're set for football, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
Second and 10. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, McKenzie. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This is taken at the 23. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. So first and 10 now from the 30. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he went backwards. They'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Madden. Wright's got him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Almost scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Packers punter J.K. Scott will send it away on 4th down. Taken in at the 11. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Looking to throw on second down. McKenzie getting it out wide here to Bernard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw. McKenzie. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. McKenzie. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's Johnson again on second down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Off play action. Madden flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
To throw again. Madden. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
To throw on third down. Madden. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over first and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Looking to throw. McKenzie got his man complete over the middle. That's Wolf. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. The Vikings send out their punter, standing just about on his own goal line. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We're scoreless after one. They work now on 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
The man in motion is right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 39-yard line. There's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
2nd and 5. Again, here's Bernard. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
But partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now Bernard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is caught. at the 10-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 46 yards. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. On the toss, Bernard. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
To throw on 2nd down, Madden got him. And he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Madden. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. Back to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. Touchdown, Packers. Mark Andrews, 38 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 58 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. From the 23, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run again with Bernard. And he's able to get up here to the 26. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. McKenzie will drop this off for Bernard. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space.
But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To throw on second down, McKenzie. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, he left no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
On third down, McKenzie. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Looking to throw. McKenzie eluding the pressure right. Good coverage downfield led to him taking over, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Back to throw. McKenzie, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 9 here.
79 Broncos. 18
Looking to throw. McKenzie. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Here's Johnson with a reception. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Madden. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Throwing again, Madden. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Given credit, they took their share, but it's going to go fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. This is fielded at the 7. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Come on.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking downfield for Jones. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Bulldozes past him. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's Bernard. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 25. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he will have the Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
There's a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they'd struggled throughout this one.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss play to Bernard. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now a throw here to his running back. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Complete to right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. Johnson running right. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Madden. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. go back to the ground with Johnson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Back to throw. Madden. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A big play, if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the markers. They'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It's a 6-yard carry. It does put him just a few yards short of the goal line, but 4th down coming out.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the and it'll be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career, and he parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 153 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Madden. He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Madden looking for Wright, and he finds him. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Off play action. Madden. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send them after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Now 1st and goal. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
They'll check this down to Johnson. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. All the little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking deep downfield. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Johnson again on second down. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Well, they'll come up now. This is second and long. Back to throw. Madden. Man open. Here's Jones. Well, this one's had a season's worth of throws already, and it's still week one. Here's third down now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes. And that's one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Murphy said all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now one final throw incomplete, and time will run out here in the fourth quarter, and we are going to overtime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Now a first throw here in overtime. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Madden. Looking sideline, incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we?
All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth is a cut.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles and not happy looks on their faces, feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road,